The world is a dark place at the moment. Have you noticed? If you know anyone that thinks, when I say the world is a dark place at the moment, who can disagree with this? You don't think the world has become more of a dark place over the last 2 or 3 years? It clearly has through the pandemic and the vaccine and everything. The world has become a much darker place than it was. All right, if you don't believe me, just turn on the news. Just turn on the news and see how much of it is, hey, things are going great. This is one lesson. Enjoy your weekend from everyone here at the BBC. Right, the Sun came out the other day. I thought the guy on GB News was going to have a heart attack. They're going, everyone, looks like the sun's come out and it's in the sky. And this guy's sitting there like, yeah, I think we're looking at about 2,000 dead, 6,000 wounded. It's like, bloody hell. Come on, cheer up, mate. Cheer up, mate, will you? Cheer up, son, will you? What's this guy doing on the news? Why are we listening to this miserable git? You know, the sun's out, and he's there doing a death toll, right before the event. What sort of a morbid loser starts? They tell him, "Oh, the sun's come out," and they start going, "Oh, the death that's in my head right now. Sun's come out. Yeah. Looks like we're probably looking at about 2,000 deaths from the way the sun. You see the way the sun's coming out out there? That'll probably get about 1,000. Cheer up, mate, will you? God, the sun's come out. It's not a bloody Holocaust. Why are you giving me death toll numbers? What sort of a depressing person gives out the death toll numbers for something that hasn't happened yet? Why would you put this guy on the news? Imagine saying to someone, "Oh, I'm really excited. The football's back this weekend. Yeah, there's a whole round of fixtures, isn't there? Yeah, that's right. Probably looking at about 5 dead, maybe 6, 7, 8, if there's a couple of derbies. You know? Cheers, mate. Blimey. Do you want to come to Wimbledon tomorrow? Wimbledon? What, you got tickets for the finals? Yeah, I got tickets for the finals. Whoa, so we got the transport to the ground. People having too much to drink, slippery surfaces, skidding on the strawberries, skidding on the cream. Probably about 5 or 6 dead. All right, mate. This is one of the reasons why the world is in the dark place. Okay? They're in charge of the news. And they keep shining the news cameras down the toilet. Right? That's what they're doing. They're getting their news cameras. They're getting the toilet and they're just shining it down there. And they're going, look at this. Look at this. This is horrible down here. Look at this disgusting mess. Right? That's what they're doing most of the time. But then, eventually, something so obviously good will happen that they can't ignore, like the sun coming out and it being a nice day. And in that case, they just go, oh my God, this is a catastrophe. Oh, let me tell you how many people have died because of this. All right? That's all they're doing. There's never any good news anymore. Right? This is what the climate crisis is. This is what the climate hoax is. Okay? Let me explain to you very quickly how the climate hoax works. In 10 seconds, I'll tell you how the climate hoax works, right? It don't matter what the weather is. Whatever it is, they'll tell you it's a crisis. If it's hot, they'll tell you it's a crisis. Cold, it's a crisis. Doesn't matter what the weather is. It can be like a mild day, right? You'll turn on the news and they'll be like, ladies and gentlemen, this is the mildest the weather has ever been. There has never been mildness like this since records began. Big red triangle. Extremely mild weather expected across the UK and Ireland. The Met Office has issued a warning to all those who are thinking of going windsurfing this weekend. They don't care what the weather is. They'll just tell you it's hopeless. It's dangerous. Stay at home. You're no match for the weather. Do you know what this guy on the Sky News or BBC News was doing on Tuesday when it was warm? Right? They were like, ladies and gentlemen, we've just had the temperature from the tarmac at Heathrow Airport, and it's over 40 degrees on the tarmac at Heathrow Airport. It's like, right, well, I better cancel all my plans on the tarmac at Heathrow Airport. Phone up the guys. Listen, guys, yeah, no, sorry, guys. Barbecue's off. As if I am going to be concerned how many degrees Celsius it is if I'm walking around the tarmac on Heathrow Airport. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got bigger problems. If I'm walking around the runway at Heathrow Airport in my trainers, okay, help. Don't bring me a glass of ice water. Are you cool enough out there, mate? Get me off the runway, pal. It's all bad, the news on the news. All of the news on the news is bad. But there is good news. You just won't find it on the news. For example, everyone has noticed that the world is a dark place. Let me ask you a question. Why? Why is the world a dark place? Do you think that they are turning up the darkness? Is that even possible? Is it possible to increase the darkness? You think there's someone out there with a darkness-o-meter and they're turning it up? It's not possible. You cannot turn up the darkness. If I told you to make it dark in here, in this room, what's the first thing that you would do? You would turn off the light. That's the first thing you do. If you were trying to make it dark in here, you'd turn off. The first thing you do, you'd turn off the light. Because you can't make it dark without first turning off the light. Darkness cannot come into the light. But the light shines in the darkness. And the darkness has not overcome it. You see, the problem is not that they are turning up the darkness. The problem is that we have forgotten what the light in this world is. People think the light in this world is iPhones or Beyonce or Love Island. Where does the light in this world come from? The Bible says that God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. The Bible says that the light of this world comes from God. Therefore, if you wish to turn on the light, turn to God. If you're afraid of the darkness of this world, turn to the light that shines in the darkness, because the darkness has not overcome it. How blessed is he who takes refuge in the Lord. Let the Lord be thy shepherd. Let the Lord light your way through the darkness. For if God is with me, then who can stand against me? For he who is in me is greater than he who is in this world. He who is in me is greater than he who is on the news. He who is in me is greater than he who is a Hollywood celebrity. Okay? You cannot turn out the light that is in me. The light that is in each and every one of us. The light that is in God. The light that is in Jesus. For the light shines in the darkness, ladies and gentlemen, and the darkness shall not overcome it. See you in the next video. That's the end of the video again. The video's ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending now. It's the end of the fucking video, man. Go fuck yourselves.